Venga! We're giving you a momentum for your meal. Bon appetit, Cristobal. Ooh. B, let's do this intro. Hey, what's up, my peoples? How you doing? This is your girl, Rita Garcia. And today, we're going to a movie premiere. I think it's a movie premiere. We're gonna figure it out because one of my besties got to direct part of this movie. And we're all glammed up. I'm waiting actually for the lift. I am using my Osmo DJI Pocket 3 for today's video. And she's going with me. She's going with me. We're gonna have a moment. Let's just like recap with everybody. And I want you to just hop in this. This movie is gonna be related to community and whatnot. I'm very curious what it's about. And since you know I'm an actress here in Hollywood, California, darling, we can't miss these events to network and stuff like that. I'm also gonna meet with amazing people, my friends. But without further ado, why you subscribe to my channel? Baby, let the show begin. ¡Que bella! We are already on the left. Right, this is the left. And I had to make a stop before we go to the
turn right.
Where you heading?
To the movie premiere.
There's 2 stops.
Okay.
So we're gonna see my friend. I had to pick something up.
Okay.
And then I'm filming. And then when is the... So I'm going to the Institute of Los Angeles. It's like a theater. Let me see. Well, it's a film. It is a film discussion with Suhoor's daughter, and it's at the Goethe Institute Los Angeles Project Space. Most likely it's a theater. So this is the pass, and yeah, let's do that. Tarde, tú sabes.
Claro.
Entonces hay que
es la, ¿cómo se dice? El discurso de la noche.
Mira, mi mamá me dijo una vez, y esto siempre se me quedó, tú nunca vas a los eventos ni a los de estos como que la primera persona. Tú no vas ni a barrer ni a mapear, ¿verdad? No vas ni a trapear, ni a limpiar, ni a preparar mesa, porque no tienes que, ese no es tu evento, ¿verdad? Entonces, tú nunca debes de llegar primera. O primero, ¿verdad? Siempre debe llegar un poquito después, un poquito más después, porque ya ahí el que llegó ya se le fue el brillo, ya se le fue la pinta. O sea, si tú no tuviste si tú no tienes un atuendo que de verdad falta, que llega al sitio y tú de verdad que la gente quede así como que mascando de que diablo cabrona te ves bien. Si tú no haces eso, va a venir alguien quizás durante la noche y te quita ese brillo. Pero imagínate que si tú eres la sensación del bloque y llegas tarde, tú acabas con la fiesta.
Claro.
O sea, todo el mundo te quiere mirar, todo el mundo te quiere venir a saludar, la gente comienza a preguntarse una a otra quién es ella. Y ahí por ahí mismo sigue la cosa, los machos se activan y por ahí se jodió todo. Nos ponemos puestas para el problema.
Mira, wow, me encanta.
Boricua, papi.
I like that.
Hay que ser así, ¿no crees?
Claro.
Bueno.
Y tienes mucha razón en eso, lo que dijiste.
Sí.
Que el primero será el último y el último será el primero.
Lo dijo él, yo no lo dije.
Yeah.
La autoestima, no tampoco.
¿Por cómo entonces?
La autoestima es algo que se va fomentando. Es como la planta. La planta tú no la puedes sembrar y no darle sol ni agua ni nada. Tú tienes que cosechar, tienes que cultivar esa planta. Eso requiere motivación propia, cuido propio, tú sabes, ese tipo de cosas que te alcance a otro nivel, a otro estatus. Porque después cuando vienen los problemas tú estás así como que se joda, ¿entiendes? Porque tú estás ya tan sólido en tu seguridad, en tu espacio seguro, en tu determinación mental, en tu emoción emocional. Espérate, que es la Suani. Bye. Love you. Love you, bye. Bye.
Mejor dile que no salga sin nada.
Se está desnuda. Está en registro ella. Era mi amiguita. Tan buena. Le iba diciendo. Le exhorto. Gracias primeramente por el halago. Por mi autoestima. Ahora dice a las 8 que llegamos, puñeta.
Yo rápido, no te preocupes.
Llegamos, diga, a las 8. Ya voy 1 hora tarde. Anyways.
De verdad. Está bien.
Cuando yo llegue, paro en la fiesta. De verdad que la discusión que tengan, todo el mundo va de esto.
Va a decir la ayuda.
Y yo, ay. Así en todo el mundo. Niña, ¿y esta qué le pasa? ¿Quién es? Y yo, mami, llegó la artista. Abran paso.
بلد شبك مثلا حاتكم
كنت تخد شابك العالمي تشبيجن رب العالمين تشبيجن رب العالمين داتا أو تبايا شات تدخل قطع يدخل بيكم
ما رايا منفعتها يتنا
ما فعلتها يد بتصورة ذهب إيمانا
وين
ذهب
بتصورة ذهب؟
على جاخب
هو كان منظر
كل
جميل
داء دواء رب
إذا لو
العالمين
أثنى خلنا تشتغل الله أسحجنا كم بلد عمل ياخد شيكم الخلاص
هالكس كلام
ورابو رحتبو تشتك نظامي تشتك نظامي
هذا ما خير جنيه يا خالدي
بين أخر جنيه بين مدوها آخر جنيه
لا والله الآخرة خير لكم من الأولى
الظل بالناجي والود ناجي ليش كان المفروض تبع المعنى؟
قاعد من صفحة بنات
صوت عم تشوف بنات اللي
عم تشوف شلون بيلعبوا تمام.
لا لا
شو حلو هيك البيت لو هيك اخذ بيت هيك على الشارع. اخذ بيت هيك على الشارع حلو. فرجي عالم. خليكي تحت هيك صدقك ما تتحرك.
فرق الثاني
تعويكي احلى ميتة. صباح فخر معناتها الحين. لا عن راسك لا. لا راسك ما حطيت. طيب عمل لي بس حاولي تتحشي. خلي راسك.
حياتي شلون بدك تعملي لعبة اسمي بدك تعزمي.
أول شيء يكون فستاني كتير حلو رفقات وأهلي يكونوا جنبي، بس بدي إنها تكون صالح حلوة وأهاني حلوة.
مين من رفقاتك بدك؟
وقت حالي سنين.
هلا تذكري لي اياهم بركي في منهم معي حدا بيجوا.
يوبشني بعدين بنقول. لا تخاف اللي انت ما بتحبها بيخافوا.
Wenn die Krankenkasse die geschlechtsangleichende Operation das finanzieren soll, muss man so machen, dass man einen Psychiater finden muss, der die Diagnose Transsexualität bestätigt, dass man gleichzeitig keine andere schwere psychiatrische Erkrankung hat, wie Borderline, Schizophrenie. Und das Dritte ist, dass man eben einen mindestens 18-monatige Nachweis hat, dass man zum Psychiater oder Psychotherapeuten gegangen ist.
Kann ich zum Beispiel später, gibt es etwas, ob ich ein Kind habe, ein Kind von mir bekommen?
Das wird so nicht funktionieren. Also das, was man bei der geschlechtsangleichenden Operation macht, ist eine Vagina, eine Scheide, aber keine Gebärmutter, kein Uterus und auch keine Eierstöcke. Aber die Gebärmutter, den Uterus braucht man, damit irgendwo ein Kind wächst.
Ja, aber das kann ich zum Beispiel kaufen und für mich machen.
Dass man künstlich ein befruchtetes Ei einpflanzt. Mir ist jetzt bisher kein Fall in meiner Praxis bekannt, wo das so passiert ist. Ich glaube, Medizin kann alles machen. Ich weiß, dass viele den Wunsch haben, nach der Operation auch zum Beispiel ein ganz normales bürgerliches Leben zu führen, das heißt ein Mann zu haben, vielleicht auch zu heiraten.
Ja.
Das kenne ich auch alles, aber mit Baby ist dann nochmal eine Dimension mehr, wo sicher sehr schwer sein wird.
Ja.
Deswegen Schritt für Schritt.
Ja.
هن بيحبوا كون هن من زمان بيحبوا وفي منهم حابين يغيروا فهمت علي؟ يحبوا يغيروا لا في رفقات بيقولوا لي ليك يا حبلة لو تحولتي كاملة حدا ما عاد يطلع فيكي خليكي هيك إذا تحولتي وصرتي مرة عادية تصير يعني مثل المرة يعني انتي مرة عادية في نسوان كتير فخليكي اسمها ترانس فقلت لها أنا بعمل هالشي ما بتهمني العالم آخر همي أنا بعمل هالشي لنفسي يعني لراحة نفسي فالعالم ما بتهمني يعني أنا عم بعمل هالشي لإلي مو مشان الشباب بيعجبهم شكلي أو كيف ما كان أنا لما بكون حابة يكون شكلي حلو.
And the one and only La Crystal.
Oh, shit, did you see me, Leonard?
So they're playing the movie now. So the vibe is quiet. We're gonna watch the movie, but we're gonna go straight to get wine, and then straight because they got wine. Byron's got wine and everything. Oh my god, that is come.
Anstrengend, diesen Prozess zu gehen. Mein Leben ist schwierig.
نرجع لقد نجي عند شيء غلط. هلا لا طلعت له المستشفى بالعكس لما انحكيت معه هو خاف عم مشي كنت حاطه
Come here, those masculine bitches, I'm gonna cut them. It's the other one.
Chris.
Bonita ella.
yourself tell us a bit more about the film, about yourself and your current projects?
Yes, so I love documentary film. I love making films about people, and this is my second feature film. I made some short films, and yes, I followed the beautiful family. I loved them very much for I think 4 years in total, and yeah.
No, I'll just share a bit about myself. So in addition to doing different community engagement and participatory project film installations, I also have the privilege of working with the Transnational Coalition. They provide services, life-affirming services to transgender, gender-expansive, and intersex individuals. In addition to those programs and services, I support with the policy and some of the budget advocacy work. So given the current political climate, the current world order and everything going on, I'm glad for the opportunity to talk about this film, share space with you, given the current context, some of the narratives around migration, around gender identity, and all of that. Can you tell us a little bit about how some of these themes around migration, gender identity, home, belonging, displacement, how does that inform your current projects, or some of the work that you're doing?
So yeah, right now I make a project at the end of the war in the border region, but so it's kind of often touching the topic of migration. I don't really know. I was wondering why. I actually have no idea. It's just maybe something like coming out of a certain place. Like maybe it has something to do with myself. I don't know. But I grew up in a very open family. Like my uncle is gay and he's married to a man, and he since 40 years kind of my dad is also sometimes like he's not trans or something, but he likes to dress very feminine, and also my cousins. I don't know. I have a very open family, and so this kind of always comes into my mind. So it was not very different from my life, but I was actually looking for a different topic with Robin Humbert, my co-director, and we were finding them in the club. They were dancing, and we just saw them, and we thought, okay, we have to talk to them, because they had like such a Ausstrahlung, such a vibe, and something. So we talked to them, and we thought, and they said, like, okay, we go now into this club, and our parents don't know about it. So we're here in Germany since half a year, and we have like this parallel life. In the shelter, we don't wear a dress as women, but here outside at night, we are free. And so we thought, okay, it's quite an interesting story. We should get to know them.
Well, thank you for capturing that. So the film was released in 2021, and you worked on it for about 4 years. So in 2025, right now that you're visiting the U.S., working on this project at the border, and some of the same recurring themes, how do you see it based on some of the political climate in like Germany, but also here in the U.S., and how does that inform your projects or your work?
Yeah, I mean, it's horrible what's going on here right now with Trump and trans. I think it's quite, I'm not really deep into the politics here, but I believe what I just thought, like it's when I was filming Learn and Sama and the family, it's really quite a tough process to do all this, going to the hormone therapy, to do this surgeries and going through all these things. It took them, I think, 3 years, but still I was quite happy that because like, they got paid the surgery by the state of Germany. So it was really a help for them and everything. So I'm still happy that Germany gives this possibility to people. But on the other hand, I thought it's taking too long and whatever. No, it takes so much time, but I'm still happy. So I'm very sad what's right now happening here, no?
No, and given Los Angeles, we're geographic location, but also we're going to see not just immigrants, political refugees, asylees from other countries, right? As we continue to see different legislation in other states, we'll continue to see a migration of other people from other states, specifically young people trying to get gender-affirming, life-affirming care. So, definitely those. Yeah, right. So definitely some of those parallels and being able to be in conversation with you. So the film, right, speaks about different folks' journey as migrants, as children of migrants, as both immigrants and children of immigrants. And it's both in German and Arabic. So how do you, I guess, in our language, and whether it's inclusive, right, whether transsexual is the right term, or whether gender neutral terms, can you speak a little bit about that? How do you incorporate the language, different languages into that film?
Yeah, so regarding the transsexual term, for example, back then when we were filming, it was 2016 we started, so people still said transsexual. It was kind of not a problem, but today in Germany, it's at least you don't say it anymore because it's like, how do you say it?
Trans, I think trans.
Yeah, you say trans, it's more common because transsexual makes it very medical. It says you have like a disease or something. It's something like that. And also, actually, the film is also showing like a time of changing words, but also, yeah, it's also with the languages. Like Johan and Samara talked about themselves speaking transsexual because German doctors talked like this, no? So yeah.
Yeah, definitely navigating those medical institutions, right, as trans people, as immigrants, are just human beings. And how, again, you have to compromise your gender identity, who you are, in relation to these institutions, but also even, and then there's an element of language barrier or limited language access.
Yeah, especially for them, and they didn't speak German. It's quite hard to understand in the subtitles. The moment when Samar was calling the doctor, she couldn't, the other person didn't understand her speaking German. And this is also kind of a way of not discriminating, but yes, I mean, the most of the times I was calling the people to help them with it. There was like, I thought, like, okay, maybe we could try it once, and it was super hard, and I would have been struggling, yeah. And also getting like this appointments for the doctor takes a long time, so it's really a hard process, but still it's good that it's possible to do it.
Yeah. Before we open it to the audience, I did want to say thank you to Lisa and to the folks at the Goethe Institute for hosting us, for the opportunity to be in dialogue. Thank you. To be in dialogue, and given the current climate, given some of the topics, right, some of the ways that we navigate all those things, I think it's important for that exchange, that cultural exchange, but also that political contextualizing and being able to see different work. And now that you being here with the U.S., how have you, I guess, adapted some of the rhetoric, right? Even we try to avoid this on the news. Around some of the, specifically around immigrants and in the U.S. And now that you get to share your work with a U.S. audience. Oh, sorry. There's always, every time we hear, there's always a part. Yeah. No, I was saying, how does it feel now that you've been working on a project here in the U.S. and sharing your film with U.S. audience, while also existing in this political narrative, right? Whether we try to ignore or not agree, we still see it on the news around immigrants, around trans people.
Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard what's going on, also in Germany as well. There are just the elections and it's getting more right-wing, so I don't really know what's going to happen. Yeah, I mean, I really can't say a lot about the politics here. It's just like when I read the news, I always want to turn it off, but it's just, I was now at the end of the war, and where they, migrants come at night and seek asylum, and the border patrol didn't came anymore. Like they took like the whole day to pick them up, so there were children alone at the border, and it was not good what I saw there, but I mean, just a little part and everything, but yeah.
Definitely, as a filmmaker, as an artist, being able to capture those moments, whether people trying to build a home or a sense of belonging of who they are and mixed dispositions, or being able to create their own gender identity, whether it's trans or translation, whatever term, right, whatever language is accessible, in spite of whether an executive order telling them that union exists, or being able to navigate institutions that make it hard for you to gain access to some of the medical you need. I want to open it to the audience for.
I have actually a lot of questions, but I'm gonna do one very fast. Can you tell us what happened to Samar and her sister? And then I can go to the next question. So one.
Yeah, so the whole family moved into a very small place, but Summer and Dawn moved to another place, so they now live in Essen, which is a city as well. And
her sister, did she have a surgery also, or?
The other one, no.
Okay.
She decided not to.
Okay. My second question.
Yeah.
My second question, we've known that a lot of immigrants who went to Germany, they did prostitution. And especially Syrian refugees, because I'm Lebanese, and in Lebanon also we have a lot of Syrian refugees who became prostitutes to make a living. Did you, on purpose, didn't take those, like you didn't show us what's happening, their situation? Did you film anything, or you didn't go this way? What was it? Because I'll be honest with you, I love the movie, but for the audience of the US, there's a lot of things in the movie that were like, oh my gosh. Oh, this, oh wow, he has 2 wives. Oh, prostitution. Oh, so that for me, again, I've been here for 20 years, so I became Los Angeles PC. So I would like to know what was your point of view when you were editing, and especially the prostitution. Thank you. That was a great question, right? No? Okay.
No,
Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
Thank you.
Well, I guess I'll just keep it.
The thing is, it's actually not so clear if it's because many people wanted to leave it open.
No, well, no. It's I speak Arabic. They said it in Arabic. So he said like I'm not gonna get people.
What's really true is that what I experienced being in this with all the people is men who do prostitution that are trans, because first it goes quicker, the process of surgery, and the second thing is it's also a quicker way of gaining money, because what's the big problem, as I experience with the family, is many people come, or when people get accepted in Germany, they first need to have B1 speaking level.
Yeah.
So if you don't have this, you can't work. And this is like the biggest failure from my perspective to not be able to work, because it gives you the quicker possibility to get money if you do prostitution. So yeah, this is a big problem. But yeah.
So I know the question was directed towards you, but not to be LAPC. I think the terminology would be sex work. But beyond individuals, people's own choices or forms of survival, I would say some of the narratives around both transgender individuals, but also immigrants, right? And so how do we expect people to survive in a very capitalist, extensive country? So again, right, and what people choose to share or not share as individuals, but also I feel like yourself as an artist, right? What we're able to capture, and how do we navigate those nuances?
Okay, many years ago, I'm a transgender, and I'm an old transgender. I'm in my 80s. Back in the days, I remember the best hormones were Germans and the silicone. Back in the days. And then they bonded from here. But I made a lot of sex changes in Europe, in the Red District, in England, that they used to go to Morocco to get their sex change in Casablanca. That was one of the best doctors, and they were Arabs. They were Arabian doctors. Dr. Baru and Dr. What was the other one, Frank? That was many, many years ago, and a lot of doctors coming from Cuba. They would study in Cuba, Arabian doctors, and also doctors from Turkish. Turkish got advanced because some of the areas you cannot go if you're gay or transgender, because they're banned because of the Muslim and because of the religions. And I understand Germany was like that too, in Unit in Berlin. But you have areas that transgenders can live, because that's why a lot of the people that got gay children they leave those countries because they will kill their children. I bet you that's what happened to those 2 girls. Their parents indulge it and save their life because they want to see their children to be happy. Because I've seen this before. I met Tula that was in the John Bond movie. She had her sex change in what's that? Corvette in Montreal. Because Montreal used to pay for people from British used to come and get their sex changes there. And that was in the 70s and the 80s. Y'all were more advanced. Also in Greece. Greece is a country that indulged in homosexuality because of the goddess and the things that they, that's what I like about other countries, because they were more advanced than we were back in the days. Because I remember about the German hormones and the German silicone, because they bonded from here. I have German silicone in my titties many years ago, and they last forever. They will last forever, honey. And I had those done in the 70s. I had those done in the 70s, y'all.
I would just briefly say that there's a reason, right, why the current Trump, right, wants to delete information from the CDC website, right? So there is history of transgender advancement, whether it's like gender-affirming care, whether surgery, hormones, as Loretta mentioned, right? So that has always existed. People have done that research. Other countries, European countries, but also, again, there's a reason why currently in the U.S. they want to actively erase some of that data. I'll go to that. Other questions? I don't know how much time we have.
Here.
And then we'll go here.
First, I wanted to know how old they were when you began to film. Yeah. And do you speak Arabic, or if you don't, how was it? Because you capture very small moments, which I think has an interesting thing in your movie, because it's in the small moments we understand small exchanges. So how did you do that if you didn't speak Arabic?
Yeah, so the first question, actually, I need to double check because it was the first time I really saw it with English subtitles, and it says like, when I was 16, I realized that and actually it's wrong, I think. They were way younger as in the German subtitles. So I was starting to film them when they were 15 and 16. So this can't be when Susanna talks about the past. And this was the question, no? So 15 and 16, so this was why also the dad was calling, hey, where are you, what's going on? It was really like teenagers coming to Europe and really going, like experiencing all this life of going to a club. Like the first scene is the first really big disco they went to, so it was really like, wow, actually. And so, yeah. And the other question is actually, it was 2 years without, we didn't have any translator. It was kind of fitting to bring them. Because many people, had a problem with Trump. So, I don't know, we didn't find anyone. And so after 2 years we found someone. So I was actually, we were all the time asking questions in German, and they were repeating in language or Kurdish. So it was really what we had. Yeah, but I was always feeling like they were always saying, I will talk now about love, about this. So I was kind of connecting in my mind what we had, but I was surprised. But you can feel it. I mean, the parents, when they were sitting there on the sofa, it was just like, I was asking this question after, I think, a year of being with them. I felt like they felt the need to talk about it. So I was sitting there, I was just by myself in this moment, sitting there, and I felt like this tension. It was, I think, 2 hours of them talking about it, and it was, I knew it was there.
I just first want to acknowledge your amazing work on being able to document this and to be able to educate communities, right? Was very important for us to have this in a way that it could be shared and it could educate others. I really want to acknowledge that. My question is the following. What are we doing next? What are we moving forward with? because we have a lot to educate with. There's a lot of material that is missing in this factor, and we understand the difference of culture. But however, what you're looking forward in the future to be able to work with us and to be able to present something more advanced, to be able to educate communities and to make them understand that we also inserted, like we also are part of the human, right, kind. What are your future looking for in this project, and what are the opportunities as us of including information to be documented as well?
Thank you. I understand from the English, but not like how I would love the society to be in future, like, or how I would love the next film to be.
Both. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, the society in the future would be like that you don't even have to think about which sex you are or what operation or whatever. You don't even talk about it because you are as you are, like a human being. So this would be my dream future, and I think we will get there. I'm quite optimistic, but not now. I think it will take a long time.
I really love that you capture this raw moments, and I wish we have more moments like this so people can understand the reality of being a transgender. Thank you so much.
What I like about your country, and I really do, y'all educate them. They go for treatment, educate them to be a lady, to make sure that that's what they want. Because I met a lot of transgender, a lot of sex changes in your country, and they're really quality. I met one from Lebanon. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous in her mannerism and everything. Because in this country, you know, we're wild, we're crazy and whatever, but it's okay. Well, I keep it real, honey. I love the educated. No, fuck that shit. I just say it like it is. I love the educated. They did.
She was got twice arranged marriage before she met Ali. It's like it was always like in the afterwards. I now saw the film again after 2 years, I think, and yeah, it could have been so many different films. Like just the mother is amazing. What she has such a deep story, and we were always struggling like what story we tell. Like do we tell the story of the parents, and how many topics can we put in a movie? Because we can also talk about the way to come to Syria, why they left. I mean, of course, everyone knows, but you can talk more about me marrying
or the boyfriend.
Or the boyfriend, even.
I have 7 questions, but I was like, let me not talk about me.
It's too much having what is life like to have 2 wives. I mean, we were filming this as well. We filmed a lot of this. We just had to decide like what to put in because it's too much.
And not to speak further, but I do appreciate you saying like that the parents are missing out by, I guess, like mourning the loss of their child. But I would also say like, I guess survival, right? And them wanting to at least have their children be freer or have more access to freedom, or, you know, like that's what they did that journey. And also, I guess, surviving while also allowing that your children or younger generation are gonna do their own thing.
Well,
I think that's the question. You want to start over there and then.
And that's what it is. Love.
Yeah.
So I have a comment and 2 questions. One personal, one technical. So the comment is, I really love it the fact that you're showing the mirror to a lot of community. I can put a name on each of the characters that I saw. And those are my friends, those are my, you know, the people that I go to so I can get hormones, like all the process that I see in a different country, I got to actually experience it here. So we're not so far apart. That's one of the things. On the technical, I would go with how much of footage you had and what was the time and your movement, in a way of how did you get to the final, stretch of the way and say, this is what I show, because it seems very intentional. Like everything that you see in the movie, it is intentional. It's talking about a topic, it's giving you background, it's giving you cultural, it's giving you society and political aspects of what is the subject. How is that process? For you and your team, that would be one of the questions. And the personal would be, what are the takeaways from our community, my community, and our. Second question is, what are your takeaways? What are you learning from this? One about the community, one about the people, and now that maybe we get to see like how related, even though we're coming from different perspectives, different backgrounds, but basically we've made the difference. Immigrated, looking for a better place, looking for a space that actually is based on us, and that has the ability to give us, what we need in order to achieve it.
So we mentioned the first one, and so we had, I don't really remember how much footage, but I think 200.
What the process?
Yeah, the process. Okay. Yeah. So I love to be with an editor because if I'm too deep, like when I'm there all the time and knowing all the places, So we had Karina, and she was editing the film. And actually, the most time it took first 3 months to translate everything, to put all the subtitles and sit there. I was sitting there with Robin together, and we put it for 3 months all the time so that we knew everything. Then Karina was watching it, and we built like small scenes. What was like the most difficult challenge was to what to tell and how much to tell and how much to make it understandable and to leave something open. It's not perfect. It's just like giving it glimpse into things. And also the most problem was also the transition, because they're changing all the time. So we can't put this scene when the nose is already done into this. So you need to really have the time and also what to tell and which time. Yeah.
The reason why I asked is because it's very intentional. So every subject that we have, it's a situation that we as trans people go through. So at that point, who was the one giving you that information besides the people that actually were in the movie? Like you as an editor and you as a filmmaker, how were you able to get all the research, all this information? It was that because you were living with them, it was more like a lived experience for you, that it was a secondary maybe experience, but how in the end this made it to the film? Because for me, that I get to see it, and I'm also a content creator, I get to feel that this is very true. This is raw, this is honest, this is actually what people like me go through every day. It's a shit, yes, but it is what it is. So that was one of the things that I wanted to know, because it's very accurate.
Yeah, I think it's the thing of, I was 3 years, really, I was sleeping in the place with them, I was really living with them, and I think it's this thing of really understanding what's going on, but at the same time stepping back, having other people look at it and trying to see, here, this information is missing, because sometimes I lose my mind, I don't know what you need to understand. I need to ask other people, and then we had actually screenings where certain people were sitting and said, like, oh, too many topics, please take out this. Yeah.
Great, and from that experience, what are you thinking? What now you can say, actually, whatever you can say is not.
Yeah, one of my things was, we all have our things in our mind, like prejudice, yeah. So Robin and me, we were super scared of this Muslim strict family that after the parents of Rita and Samar and asking them that we want to make a film. We were super scared of them because we thought, okay, they're strict Muslim, they will never let us make a film. And we just asked them and said, yes, of course, yeah, what do you want to ask? So this kind of thing of stepping behind, like you're open. I don't know, yeah, this was something.
No.
I just want to ask a question, but I also have to know that it's, I don't know how time works. I'm going to make sure people can mingle and chat. But yeah, we'll do maybe 2 more questions. I know we got time. Like I said, I can talk all night about your film and different topics, but we can answer time. That's fine.
As to the parents, I thought they were as down tempo they came across the song. I thought they were incredibly brave. That what struck me, and I'm wondering whether like it or maybe when they left, or were the circumstances kind of, was this negotiation so they came to that conviction?
They left too.
Yeah, before they left, or was it just that the circumstances changed their perspective of what they were doing?
It was actually like when we met Luan and Sama, they were telling us, okay, our parents are super strict, they don't know yet that we are very woman dresses and get up like this. So actually this time when we, like they had their coming out, so they didn't know it. I think they could sense it, but they were not really into, it's now getting real thing. I think as soon as they were changing the clothes and like thin jeans and everything, they were realizing it. Yeah. But that was the question.
Kind of, I'm trying to gauge like, were they always like that? So did they always have a healthy attitude? Or at what point did the perspective change? In other words, did their daughters?
I think it changed, yeah. I mean, Sama says, back then too, she was already, his father was coming to me and she was just, I don't know if it was in the film, but she was already putting makeup and he got super angry. And I think it was kind of small steps, them to see, okay, they're doctors, kind of thing. Yeah.
Whether they came across as kind of resigned to this faith.
My hottest exchange came from Germany.
Yeah.
I'll let you pick the last question. And the last question.
It's very short. When you began, did you know for how long you would be filming, or was it depending on the character?
No. It was just like I felt after 3-4 years that it came out. But still it was like I started to kiss the woman and maybe, I don't know.
I think you do an amazing work because I know that the Germans were the first sex. I got a friend of mine that had her sex change done in 1962, and plus, can I say something y'all want? I know the Germans back in the days were doing sex changes, and they were competing in the Olympics, and one of them got caught many years ago. I was in the early '72, and I knew her. She moved to New York, and she was amazing, beautiful.
The woman here and the doctor who made this surgery in the end, it was crazy. People were really coming.
It really
was. No
was.
appointments for months.
Yeah, it was amazing. Y'all were more advanced than here. Yeah, they were.
Did you ever get to see a psychologist?
Yeah, it's actually the
Germans
psychologist
and the Turkish
is
too.
saying with the breast. Yeah, the dog. This is the psychologist.
Well, thank you, Lorenzo, for sharing your film.
Thank you so much.
Discussion. We'll stick around for a little bit. If you have questions for Lawrence, for myself, or with each other.
Thanks, Byron.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Bravo!
Hola, hermosa.
Girl, you look so beautiful.
Esta mujer
Thank you.
Mira, ella es la de la película del Diablo Viste a la Moda, porque lo que se ponga le queda.
Trato de que lo que me ponga me quede.
No, pero se ve.
Así como que voy a mecánica.
Clara.
Mecánica poste.
Mecánica, pero de acá te dicen si quiero. Arréglame el carro. ¿Cómo has estado?
Ay, esto. No, porque uno va al Pride y pide firmas. Ay, no, yo vine al Pride. Pero es.
No, they
esto lo
have a
tenemos
whole thing about jumpsuits here.
Y si no,
I wore a jumpsuit last Wednesday. I was here for an event.
The outfit.
Okay, the reveal. You saw me change, right? I was wearing sandals when you got here, so like I knew the reveal. Sí, más.
Second part.
Okay.
Y eso pasa aquí. Aquí ganamos y en los Pride que era que te decía, no, yo no firmo porque yo vine a disfrutar mi libertad que se le ganó. Hubieron compañeras que están muertas, pero se olvidó.
Sí, aquí lo que creo que es falta de unión.
Oh, claro.
La falta de unión, porque lo que pasa es que cuando el dinero está envuelto, se les llena la cabeza y se les olvida el propósito.
Y la vez pasada estaba en la comisión y la comisión me dijo en mi cara que esto es América y si no habla inglés no puede ser parte de la comisión.
¿Quién?
La comisión de la gente. Entonces yo dije, ven porque vamos a comer mierda.
No es eso. No, amiga, espérate. Dame una pausa. Pero está entre nosotras el crecer, el buscar cómo hablar el lenguaje, el sacrificarse y educarnos para llegar a otro nivel, para que cuando tengamos la voz podamos hablar en diferentes idiomas y crear una pauta para hacer un cambio. Como personas como tú que tienen talento y venimos aquí con retos, los retos es para mejorar, sea lenguaje o lo que sea, ¿verdad? La finalidad es que no te quites. Si ellos te lo ponen como retos, tú métele al reto para que después cuando tú vengas puedas hablar el idioma. Mira, Jimena, mira yo, que yo no hablaba inglés, ¿entiendes? Porque tú tienes todo. La chica Flux.
Posiblemente no más, pero
mira cómo has crecido en Flux y todo, ¿verdad? Todo es un proceso, ¿entiendes? Al fin y al cabo es seguir tocando puertas para seguir abriendo puertas para el futuro.
The bottom's closed. You're a mess. No, girl.
What you mean?
No, girl, they took them all. It's gone. They gooped you.
I'm about to post the Vegas video.
Oh, yeah? Let's go.
When you're talking about the wedding and everything, I left that part.
Take a
Oh
Sprite.
my God. And
I
then
left that part.
And then we're gonna have to do a follow-up video of how it didn't work out. Like, I found out that he has an OnlyFans
This is the video.
He has an OnlyFans account. I saw his TikTok, and apparently someone got him a new iPhone 16. It said it was for my baby. It wasn't me.
Bye.
It wasn't me. Why is there a yellow?
Oh, no, that's telling you. I just want to give you a hug. Thank you for your amazing work and for sharing raw, vulnerable stories that we need to just get that out there. Thank you so much.
And to the comment,
La Joana. She's the international Flux, Chica Flux.
Pero yo soy LA.
Oh, she's from the county of LA.
Pues sí, niña.
Me falta Lorraine.
Ahí viene, está en el baño.
Byron, congratulations. This was amazing.
Thank you, love.
I really give you props.
Thank you for being here.
But I insist that we need to create our own fucking movie.
And then she have a
right?
question.
Yeah.
Another Loretta.
No.
I have a question, and she was recording herself, so she had a whole 10-minute speech.
I need to record because I'm vlogging. I'm going to
my
promote
friend.
this movie and your work. This is the reason why we're here. But I want to really say that we should come together, create a script, and do something, even though with cell phones. It doesn't matter. How many people have done movie with a cell phone?
La Tangerine.
I think we have a potential to create
another Tangerine by there.
It's the truth, I know all about it.
Yeah, I know we'll screen it here wherever you want. We'll screen it here wherever you want.
What is that? We? That's a la Byron.
Spies in the world.
We gotta Salt Lake
Because we
City.
could bring shit that they haven't seen.
We're gonna go to Salt Lake
We
City.
want to see prostitution.
Okay.
We want to see suck you a dick.
Not prostitution.
We want to see that.
Así como que, ay, guardame.
En un carro, cabrona. Y, hey, how much? Yes. Girl, I love you, ¿verdad? Girl.
You didn't see me.
That's a oh, te gustó. ¿Cómo que te gustó Puerto Rico? She went to Flocks with Flocks. ¿Qué fue? Te dieron. Mami, comiste bien rico.
Solo voy a decir algo, me escapé la noche los 3 días seguidos. Nada más, eso es lo que voy a decir.
Ay, mami, comiste boricua.
Claro, si no reciba.
Qué fuerte.
Never said you gave me this, Gina. Gina always takes care of
The lavender.
Gina gave it to
That's what I said.
I love Gina
Girl,
though.
we had a blast today.
Yes,
Thank
we
you
did.
for the lunch.
Thank you so
It was so good.
No, thank you.
No, thank you, girl.
And the conversation was going.
Oh, it was amazing. I love it. We need to repeat
keep
it.
it.
I feel proud
I keep
with
it
seeing
1,000.
moving like this
Yes.
and holding space.
Yes.
I like
We
it.
need to do-
Congrats. Really congrats.
We need
were
to do-
here because we were like,
Yeah,
that's
baby.
amazing. Yeah, and we're here to support you, baby.
Thank you.
But what I like about
We
it
have tacos
It's Waterloo.
and quesadillas and hot dogs there. I do need to eat something.
Oh, you're hungry.
But
Do you need to eat around here? There's nothing.
Um,
Well, there's nothing open around here, right there or here.
not like walking. It'll be like 2-3 blocks. It will be a struggle. We're
So
gonna
we'd
get
rather go to the
shot.
spot and then eat there.
Yeah, but they only have tacos there. I mean,
You don't wanna
they
eat
have people
tacos?
that are here. Remember we went to that Guatemalan spot where they said all the carne asadas? and
That was
everything?
good.
It's like, but it's like a block away.
We'll walk a block.
Yeah, let's go. And
Isn't
then we're gonna
that-
go car.
Isn't that fucking thing that where you took me once is around here?
We're gonna get shot.
I think so.
We're gonna get shot, but
It's
right
because we're on 7th and wasn't on 6 or something?
Yeah.
6 and Union?
It's good. It's good.
For what?
We need to go all the way to McCartan and whatnot. So I got heels, bro. And look at the cliff. Look at the cliff. Todo eso por ahí para arriba. Está cabrón. No, she wants to take the metro.
It's 4 of us. What they gonna do to us?
Where's the metro?
Right here.
Let's take the metro.
We can take the metro. and
Ay,
get
se me
off
salió un
Main.
taco.
You can
Let's go to
call
metro.
the- Call the Uber over there because you're closer and better.
Jack in the crack.
You're closer.
It's not scripted or anything, they're just being themselves. And that was really appreciated because it's like you're finally getting to know in this climate where everything is so fake, it's so phony or whatever. Like some raw realness it's very what is it called? You feel like you're part of that. You know, because it's so what is it called? There's nothing scripted, it's just being who they are, and that's really appreciated. You know, it makes me feel like I'm with them in their journey. I love that. Thank you. Yeah. That's what I want more of. So people be more educated. But to write about like this stuff. Yeah, totally. Okay, this is dark. She said Carolina. What do you need cash for? For the food, they don't take cards. Girl, they got Venmo and sell. No, they don't. Yes, they do. These days they do. Watch. Girl, we'll sell your ass. Is this for y'all? Ooh, papita. Bailamos.
The struggle.
lot of stuff in the front here.
Oh, you're Jamaican?
Yeah.
You remember I met you before? I'm Puerto Rican.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
When I met you.
Okay.
I know you were from the islands, because I told you I was from Puerto Rico and you were from Jamaica. I've been to Montego and to Kingston. Oh, yeah, a long time ago. If you ever want to travel
Baby, what happened? Where you came from?
The Virgin Islands.
That sounds like a party. That was not invited.
Like 5 minutes. It took me like 8 minutes from Union Station to my house.
Yeah.
Loretta, you gotta bring us to the 50 plus social at the Gay Lesbian Center. You gotta get us 3 tickets.
Okay.
We're gonna be your guests.
All right.
This is here?
Yeah, this is Jalisco.
It's tonight's the Latin night, and that's March 3rd. Jalisco. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your services.
You were so amazing.
And we apologize for the inconvenience.
No, it's here.
Hopefully this did not ruin your night.
Did you see it?
And yeah.
Did you see what I told you? You're not gonna
Wait, what the fuck is this? Okay, that's trash. My phone. Okay, they got everything. Okay. Bye, baby. Bye.
Ganolisa. That shit was good.
That was good. Ay.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm glad I got that.
Aquí no fue el Halloween party. Okay, we're giving you a momentum for your meal. Bon appetit, Cristobal. Ooh.
And why you didn't do Hollywood over there by your favorite bar?
What you
Your
mean?
friend, what's her name?
Frolicum.
Frolica.
I appreciate that.
I would too.
This bitch,
So what is that device that you're holding?
This is the Pocket 3.
Oh, okay. I couldn't tell if it was a vape or I couldn't tell what it was.
No, it's the. Well, I'm recording you.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm gonna take one more. Okay, there you go. Okay, so you can have this one, and I'll have this one. Thank you.
Thank you, baby. Bye.
It's gonna be light.
Here's the dark. It's no light over here.
She needed a flash. She goofed you, baby. She goofed herself.
No, she had a flash, but that was not enough.
But that's why she gave you the picture. She gave you the bad picture, took another one.
No, she.
Yeah, she goofed you, baby.
It's slowly coming.
Very.
De pinga.